Hey guys, today I'm sharing with you the best recipe that you can have this fall, and you can make this fall. It is my pumpkin pie mini cheesecakes. Even if you're not a big fan of pumpkin pie, you will absolutely love these. This recipe is an incredible, truly a blessing. So it's just undescribable. I can't describe it. It's fluffy, creamy, hints of pumpkin pie spice and pumpkin flavor, and just cheesecakey, and the inside is really nice and smooth and creamy, the perfect texture for a cheesecake. It has wonderful flavors running throughout, perfect balance of flavor. Let's go ahead and get started. To start off with, I have some digestive biscuits, a pack of digestive biscuits here. I love to use this for my crust. You can use Biscoff biscuits, you can use graham crackers, or any of that. I love using digestive because it just reminds me of like back in the day when I used to have cheesecakes made with this crust. It is the best. This is in a Ziploc bag. And go ahead and get all the air out of it. Get a rolling pin, and we're going to go ahead and crush these up to make our crust. Now, one thing I actually love about using these biscuits as well is because of its texture. It's a lot kind of more tender than a graham cracker, so it breaks up a lot easier. Make sure there are no huge crumbs. You want a really nice, fine consistency like sand. That looks perfect, and to that we're going to add in 1 stick of unsalted butter that is melted. Add that in, and we're going to rub this butter all throughout our cookies to make a nice, wet, crumbly sand mixture. After we've got everything nice and mixed in and moist, I have my cupcake tray here that I have lined with cupcake liners. This is going to make about 18 cupcakes, so I'm just going to show you here in my first cupcake liner. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of that digestive biscuits at the bottom, and I'm using a 1/4 cup measurement to press down, really to make it very compact in there so we have a perfect crust. I used half of that 1/4 cup measurement to fill it, and I just used the bottom of it to press it down. Now in a large bowl here, I have 2 blocks of cream cheese that is softened at room temperature. That is 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese. And we're going to go ahead and cream this until nice and smooth. Now that is nice and smooth on its own, we're going to go ahead and add in some sweetened condensed milk. You don't want to use the fat-free kind for this. You just want a nice full cream condensed milk. We're going to add in 3/4 cups of the sweetened condensed milk and a tablespoon of vanilla extract. We're going to mix that until well combined. I am using my beer hand mixer in this recipe. I will have that link down below in the description box. They had sent this to me a little while ago, and it is amazing. Make sure and scrape off the sides to get all that vanilla in there, making sure everything is incorporated. And now I'm going to be adding in my secret ingredient to my cheesecakes, which I guess is not so much of a secret ingredient anymore, but sharing is caring. So I'm going to share with you my secret ingredient, which is dry milk powder. It adds amazing flavor. It holds together the cupcakes beautifully. I just love adding it to my cheesecakes. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of our dry milk powder to our mixture. And we are going to mix that in really well until combined. Take about a good minute or so to make sure that that is really well combined, and eventually it will kind of dissolve in there. We're going to go ahead and add in a half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. It's beautiful flavors of cinnamon and nutmeg and cloves and all that goodness. Now, not only is this one of the best desserts you can have this fall, it's one of the easiest that you can put together. It's just a handful of ingredients mixed together, pop it in the oven, and that's it. Now, this is a half a cup of pure pumpkin puree. You want to make sure it's pure pumpkin puree and not pumpkin pie filling. I'm going to add in half a cup. And again, you want to make sure that this is pure pumpkin puree and not pumpkin pie filling. It's going to look something like that. And give that a mix. And the camera just did not do justice for this color of this pie, y'all. It is so beautiful. Perfectly fall-y, colory. It's just beautiful. Gorgeous. So grateful. Did I say that already? If I did, I'm saying it again. So grateful for this recipe. It is amazing. Alright, and just mixing that in with my spatula, and now we're going to add in our eggs last but not least. I always add my eggs in last in a cheesecake because it helps with the cracking. We're going to add in 2 large eggs, one at a time, and we are just going to mix this in until incorporated. You do not want to overmix your eggs because your cheesecake will crack. It's not really going to affect the flavor of the cheesecake, but this is just something I always do. Just about 10 seconds till incorporated. There's my second large egg, and mix in until incorporated. My oven is already preheated to 350 degrees. And once that is done, we're going to add in our batter to our crust. That's pretty much all you have to do. It's just gonna bake now, and I mean, you got yourself some great cheesecake. Who doesn't love cheesecake? So I'm adding in a 1/4 cup of this amazing filling for our cheesecakes. Look at that. So grateful, y'all. I'm just going to clean off the edges here and just place this in your preheated oven at 350 degrees, and these are going to bake for 20 minutes. Give it a couple little taps to make sure any bubbles pop. Place it in your oven for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you're going to pull them out the oven. Now, if you do have cracks, that's perfectly fine, but these are going to be absolutely beautiful. Now let them cool completely on your counter, and we're going to make a whipped cream topping. Love to have a topping for our cheesecakes. I have 1 cup of heavy cream, and to that I'm going to add in ½ cup of powdered sugar. As well as, at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract because the vanilla will kind of change the color of it, but I do like a little teaspoon of vanilla or so. And we're going to mix that until we have it nice and set in stiff peaks. You want to make sure that your heavy cream is chilled. It will be a lot easier for you. Alrighty, and that looks good. You can set this in the fridge as well and wait for your cheesecakes to cool. I like to let it cool on the counter, the cheesecakes to cool on the counter for a couple hours, and then place them in the fridge to cool a little bit for another few hours. I am using a piping tip here in a bag, just to pipe this on. This tip, I believe, was a 2D tip. And for just a little crumble on top, I have a few more of those digestive biscuits that I'm also going to crush up. You can add a little bit of pumpkin spice on top if you like. However, I don't know anyone who really likes to get a nice bite of spice in their food. I know some frappuccinos may do that. I don't do it. I add the crumble of cookies on top. It looks beautiful. It tastes good. Y'all, I can't say enough how much I'm blessed and grateful and thank God for these recipes. I really do. My little ones absolutely love it. I love them. And it is truly just the grace of God. I hope that you guys give this recipe a try this fall. It will be perfect for your Thanksgiving or your holiday table or any occasion. Just make it for yourself. Snack on it yourself. Who knows? I did. With a cup of coffee. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And if you tried it and you enjoyed it, let me know. I love hearing from you guys in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.